Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of Weekly Pickups with your host, Polish Gaming. Now, first things first, this week I did go to the retro event on the weekend. Unfortunately, I really didn't have enough cash and I already went there getting bundles, so that one's already pretty much done. I didn't really get anything. There was quite a fair bit of stuff, but I will put up here and I'll put up in the description. This is actually an event set up by Errol. Yeah, he's basically sets us up you get it twice every year. So with June 13th and November 15th for next year. I'll put up in the link in the description, everything like that, basically where to go for the link and to get tickets. But this is an actual really cool event. Not only does it do retro games, it does Pokemon, it does retro figures, anything pretty much retro. So you got 80s, hell, even do Beyblades in there. There's a lot of stuff. And there's just a lot of nostalgia. And on top of that, they've also got a whole game set up where you can play a few games like on the old Mega Drive. You can play Sonic and stuff like this. They do sometimes have a little bit of competitions for Mario Kart, so it's a bit of fun. But Chris normally sets that up as well. But yeah, I'll definitely put that in the link there. And I'll also put it on my Instagram for everyone and stuff like that, just to show a bit of appreciation to Errol for setting this up. Because it is actually amazing that we do get that in New Zealand. We're being a small country. And over 300 vendors, it is quite fun. But yeah. Onto the games. So first ones here first is, this is the last bundle from Sean Paul McEwen. I'm finally finished that PS2 bundle off. So first one here is Turok Evolution. Now this one here I paid $10 for. And on eBay this week it sits at $15.14. Not much to write home about Turok. The N64 version, I think I've got Turok. Do I have Turok? No, you'd think that I'd have Turok considering how easy it is to get. I don't have Turok, but I'd actually, there's Turok 2 and Turok Rage Wars, and I think Rage Wars is the more expensive one. And here is UFC Sudden Impact. Now this one here I paid $13 for, and on eBay this week it's a bit of an odd one, sits at $23.31. Yeah, so pretty fun there. It's the UFC, that's actually probably one of the more original games. I think there's one on Dreamcast, UFC, so I think this might be just UFC. But yeah, that was kind of when it was in the startings of it. Next one here is Ultimate Spider-Man. Now this one here I paid $50 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $76.98. This actually looks pretty fun because it goes along the kind of cartoon-esque style of Spider-Man, so I might actually give it a jam at some point. I do like the Spider-Man series. Now the next one here is The Warriors. Now this one I paid $50 for, and this week it sits at $57.82. Always crack up every time I see The Warriors. I'm like, Warriors, come out to play. It's like got some hilarious stuff in it. And of course, can you dig it? Can you dig it? Such a cool one. And next one here is Wild Wild Racing. Now this one here I paid $10 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $13.78. Some cracks me up because that's supposed to be the G symbol for our rating system, but that is like, I think someone's attempted to actually attack that with a something that'll pretty much eat stickers. So yeah. Next one here is Without Warning. Now this one here I paid $12 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $24.54. Can't say I've heard this one, but I feel like I played this some. I think there's Without Warning. No, I'm thinking of. I think it's something Storm Warning. I think that was on Xbox One. So I may be not thinking the right thing. Next one here is World War II Soldier. Now this one here is $11 I paid for it, and this week on eBay it sits at $18.88. This is actually part of the two, I believe. Yep, there's three. So I've got tank battles, World War II tank battles, World War II Battle over the Pacific, and Battle over Europe. I think World War II Soldier is the last one in the set. So I really do like finishing subsets and stuff. Next one here is SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Now, this one here is a little bit more obscure because I think it's at the last line of it. Let me just have a check. WWE. Where was it? Yeah, see, I've got 2000. I've got 2000 and. Oh, the SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I think this is the last one. I don't think they've done a 2012, but it does sit on eBay a little bit more expensive at $51.31. That was more. The only one that I could really find that was Oz and Power rated. So. Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't think it sits that high, but that's decent. And the next one here is WWE Crush Hour. Now, this one here I paid $20 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $23.31. This looks like pure trash. Like, looks like they try to just money. What is it? What do they call it? Milking the cow, pretty much, of the WWE and Crush Hour. I mean, it's a little racing game, so. And this one here is Xtreme Express. Now, this one here is $15. I paid for it. A little bit more obscure title, this one to find. $28.83. This literally looks like just a train sim, but yeah, kind of a bit weird. 18 courses to finish. Kind of a bit interesting. And last but not least here from Sean. This is a freebie. Absolute legend for this one here. He did allow me to pay off this bundle that I got. I think it was like about $1,500, $1,700, something like that. It was quite a bit. But he gave me a freebie on top of it. PS5 game. Still sealed. Skull and Bones. Now this one, of course, got for free. $23.10 it sits on for new. What's quite funny is on price charting, when I changed it from used to new, it went $26 and new went $23. So cracks me up. I get the feeling this was absolutely... yeah, I think he's got a lot of copies of this. So, yeah, shout out to Sean Paul McKeown for that one. Absolute legend and part of NZ Retro. And helped them out on the weekend. Well, helped them out at the Retro event as well. And awesome dude. But, yeah, thanks so much for that. And the next one here is just starting to go into Sam Mudgway's big DS bundle that I got from him. So, we're only starting off this week a little bit short because the next week it'll be all of his one next week. So, first one here is 007. Quantum of Solace. Solace or Solace? I'm pretty sure it's Solace. $15 I paid for this one, and on eBay this week it sits at $21.24. I could not find a PGR PAL copy, so it had to be an NTC copy, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it sits a little bit low on that, maybe. Next one here is Burnout Legends. Now this one here I paid $15 for. Sadly, this week on eBay it sits just a little bit lower at $13.58. I do love Burnout games, and Burnout Legends is one of those I haven't played on the DS, but I'd say it's probably not the best, but Burnout is just a great series. I'm actually surprised they haven't actually come back from Paradise, because that was the last one they done. Captain America, a Super Soldier. I was about to say Winter Soldier. This one here, $15 I paid for it. And on eBay this week, it sits at $25.75. Not too bad. Trying to go for all Marvel. That's the one that we want. Next one here is Colin McRae's Dirt 2. Now, this one here I paid $22 for. And on eBay this week, it sits at $20.98. So a little bit below, but... cool game. I actually did enjoy Dirt 2. I have fully finished Dirt 1 and Dirt 2. I really should go back into Dirt 3. I'm one achievement away from finishing it, and it's about to shut the servers down this month, so maybe I should get back into that and just do it. Oh, I'm so close. I know I'm like I know I'm so close to Superstar. And last but not least, here we have got CSI Crime Scene Investigation Dark Motives. This one here I paid $12 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $16.80. Not too bad, not too bad. And yeah, CSI always cracks me up with this dude here. Don't know if you could see him on there. That dude there, dodgy as. Can't remember what he done, but basically ended up in jail. I think he's in prison still. He was a little bit weird. And I think if you look at the pictures, he might have been a bit addicted to the meth. But yeah, cool games. Okay, that is me for this week. And for that one there, it does sit me in my PS2 library, currently sitting at 943. We are getting ever closer to that 1,000 titles. PS5 currently sitting at 9. Just 9. not much. DS, I'm currently sitting at 205, so that is upping, and that will up quite a bit because I do have quite a big bundle coming, and there's other bundles from Highly Suspect, and I believe... can't remember the other one. It's not Live Alive, but it's someone else as well. He was, I think he's out. Yeah, anyway, either way. And the total this week, it sits at 5,496 games. 4 more away. Next week we'll be hitting that 5,500, so it's going to be a bit of fun. But yeah, that's me for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to ring that notification bell, get notified on all my videos so you can stay up to date. And that's me for this week. But until next week, I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Have a good day.